I reckon we come back to Yellow Jackets once you finished it and hear a little bit about Sweet Tooth from Tom.
Sure,
Because
just a little bit.
You weren't expecting it, were you, Tom?
I mean, do you know what? Quite the opposite. I've been expecting it for a very long time. Yeah. It wasn't that long after season 1 released, and I think it released in the spring of 21. That they received the green light for a second season, and then nothing, just complete radio silence for 2 years, and then suddenly here it is again. So I was really, really keen to catch up on it because it was one of those things that I was asked to watch, I think, for review, expecting it to be sort of like, okay, it's sort of a broad appeal, family entertainment, comic booky, post-apocalyptic. Oh yeah, we've seen this stuff before. And actually, the first season turned out to be absolutely cracking and just inventive and surprisingly dark and full of really captivating performances and beautiful scenery. And I think in the review that I gave of the first season, the only thing that was out of place really is the arch villain of the series, who is this I think is he a general? Anyway, he's a sort of paramilitary figure who is looking to kidnap hybrids for medical research, and the hybrids are these children who are half human, half animal, who were created around the time of a pandemic. I say created; they started appearing around the same time as a huge pandemic, and so coming out in 2021, it was pretty bold to base this show, which is so. I wouldn't say it's not mean-spirited towards children, but it puts kids through the ringer in the midst of a pandemic where everybody is masked up and washing their hands constantly. So when it came out in 21, it was like, man, this is daring and kind of on the nose and a bit uncomfortable, and it ran with that and was all the better for it. It's come back. And there's another 8 episodes now on Netflix. I've seen the first 3. No, I've seen the first 4. And I reviewed the first episode, and the first episode is a really effective and entertaining reintroduction to the situation and the characters. And it's a really nice piece of writing. Clearly kept up the tight structure, the excellent pacing, the gorgeous cinematography, and the characterization from the first season. It didn't really go any further than that in the first episode, and I guess it doesn't really need to. As the series has progressed, one of my main criticisms of the first episode of the second season was, it's not as dark as it used to be. I retract that. It is bleak as heck. And it's just one of those things that seems to fly under the radar for a lot of people, but is absolutely great genre stuff. And Netflix puts out a ton of slightly fantasy-ish, slightly sci-fi-ish, teenage main character fronted genre TV shows, and there's just a sea of these things, and there's a worry that it's going to just get lost in that sea of generic blandness, when in fact it pulls itself right above almost all of those things, and the creativity and the talent behind and in front of the camera just makes the time fly by. And I can't wait to finish the season, and as soon as I do, I'll be updating the review. But if you've not seen the first season, go and check it out, catch up on it. There's only 8 episodes. There's only 8 episodes of this season. It's not a huge time sink, and you won't regret it. It's well worth it.